All right, so tell me who you are, and we'll just walk.
Okay, my name is John Cox. I'm the chairman of Local 276 in Arlington, Texas. I'm here today because I don't have a local agreement after over 2 years, and we have been in negotiations, and during negotiations we're trying to win back some of the things that we gave up over the years, and management is not inclined to do that. And some of those things are world-class bathrooms, new mobile equipment they don't seem to have money for, but they have money to invest $1 million in robots to cut jobs. And the fact remains is that our mobile equipment needs to be replaced, and to provide safer working conditions for our workers. And that's about it. All I'm here for is my people, and to get my agreement settled and continue to work and create jobs instead of take jobs. And that's what I intend
Good morning.
to do. How are you? Good. Good. So they're taking pictures.
They sure are. You'll see our familiar face, right?
Yeah.
We've been down here so many times.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, they're used to us. So, tell me, how long has it been since you last had a ratified local agreement?
Our agreement was up in September, and we haven't had one in over two plus years. So we've created record profits every year through our plant, and we are a major source of General Motors money. And the fact remains is that we deserve to be treated properly.
Tell people where's your plant? What do you make?
We make SUVs, Escalades, Tahoes, Suburbans. We got the JD Power Award, and the fact remains is that we've been world class, and we deserve to be treated properly, and that's why I'm here.
How many people do you represent?
4,000 people. So,
and what's the obstacle to getting an agreement with GM? What's the hold?
We're 2 demands away, and been that way for roughly since last December. And they're not. One of them's a safety demand, and one of them is another demand that benefits our folks. It's something that we've lost in the past, and we're trying to get back.
So, what is the safety demand? What's going on with health and safety at your factory?
Well, the thing is that we have some mobile equipment, and that we feel that needs to be replaced. And beyond that, we've had some productivity moves where they've been eliminating jobs, and we filed 78s on those jobs. And
78s are speed up.
yes, so we've cut quite a few jobs, and they've been replacing the workers with temporary workers, and we've had some Appendix A moves that they haven't replaced, and that in effect other seniority workers from other plants should have been allowed to come in and replace those workers. We also had a special attrition program where people retired, and then after that point we had people that retired after the fact that they don't want to replace either.
So there's a manpower shortage?
Yes.
Is there a lot of overtime being worked in your plant?
Yes, we're working 6 days a week. We've worked 6 days a week for 3 years. They have put into place an MOU that required that we work 6 days a week, which is supposed to be no less than an overtime plan A, and which allows workers to get at least one Saturday off a month, work 2, off 1, work 2, off 1.
Right.
But they didn't hire enough temporary workers to make that happen, as they did in Wentzville, who has the same plan. And consequently, with the additional retirements beyond the SAP, they've been using the temporary workers that were designed to give people off Saturdays as on regular required to run jobs, and therefore the people that were supposed to get days off didn't. I guess the other thing that I wanted to bring into context is that since we're working every Saturday and have, that our vacation benefits for 40 hours, we're working an extra 2 months out of the years doing these Saturdays, and we don't receive any vacation time or any kind of extra VR time to spend with our families, and that's a problem. And the other thing based on that is we are during shutdown, we have some in-progression employees. Those are the people that are newly hired full-time employees that only have 40 hours of vacation. Well, in view of us working all these Saturdays, what happens is that during the shutdown, we're making them use 32 out of their 40 hours in the July shutdown period. That means that they have 1 day in the entire year to use their vacation, which we don't really feel is fair. So these are just a few of the things that, you know, that are going on. And I'd like to discuss that during bargaining, we had a demand period. And during our demand period, the union submits demands and management submits management initiatives. Well, the fact remains is that that's the time that management is supposed to bring new processes and things that they want to do. Well, what has transpired is that they've decided that they would do a BIQ care line process that was new, that was affecting jobs. They decided to do a AGC and bring in robots that are designed to cut jobs, and they installed a indoor rattle track which cut even more jobs. So respective of those two, that was 24 jobs plus another 12, so it was roughly 36 jobs that we lost as a result, that shouldn't have been done until after we negotiated our contract. So I have submitted NLRB charges in that regard under unilateral changes and bargaining in bad faith, and those are in process. But the fact is that, you know, just like on my sign, it's on me, and I'm the chairman, and it's my responsibility. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to stand up for my people here today, and I want everybody to know that that's why I'm here. And I'll tell you lastly, which should have been first, is I want to thank the American people, because without you and President Obama, I wouldn't have my job and I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have $12,000 profit sharing that I'm going to fix my roof with, and I wouldn't have benefits for my handicapped daughter and my wife, and we wouldn't have 3 million residual jobs that employ people outside of the General Motors network. And I want President Obama and the American people to know that I, John Cox, appreciate what you've done for us. You've invested money in us, and we show you that we can be a success, and that our continued success will be done by not cutting jobs, but creating more jobs and bringing more money to the area, and tax revenue, jobs, subsidiary jobs like we do. So I would like to close that. Thank you, America, for believing in us, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us. Thank you.